Everyone, Ammo here taking a look at Mana Spark. It's an upcoming roguelike that I really enjoy so far, but I don't know much about it. I got emailed to me from one of the developers. We look at the credits. It's kind of a small team that's worked on it. They're Brazilian or have some relationship to Brazil, as you can see in the bottom right there, Sao Paulo. But it's not on Steam. It's not even on itch.io, which is really surprising. A lot of developers go that early access route or release it early for sale on other sites. So I'm surprised it's not. It hasn't taken one of those pass. It's nowhere on Steam or anything. It was just sent directly to me. But I hope I'll reach out to the developer and try to get some more information about the future plans of Mana Spark, because I have enjoyed it so far. Of course, just a demo version. That's very, say, a little minimalistic pixel style. Let me turn the volume of my headset just a little bit. And it's a roguelike, and you're a dude with a bow. It's described as Dark Souls style combat, and what they meant by that is that the combat is very deliberate. It has a very slow pace. Like, if I quit taking a shot here, I have to finish my shot and then have a slow reload time. I can't spam everything. We have a dodge, but even the dodge, once you dodge roll, you have a little cooldown period afterwards. You land there. So the combat is very deliberate, very methodical. Are you serious? I'll just hit the switch. That's the switch we have to use to open the door to the next level. We also have, what is this? Oh, it's some steak. It was a chicken wing, chicken drumstick. The healing. That's the lever we need to use to get to the next level. There's also chests with items. I have not seen this item yet, and there's a pretty limited selection of items so far. It is very, it's really on. Food, luck up, and health up. So that's more food drops and HP upgrade. That seems not bad. The enemies act in a lot of interesting different ways. The combat, it's very deliberate and it works really, really well. It does give me a kind of Dark Souls feeling of, if we get hit, we get punished for something. If we make a mistake, you get hit. It makes sense. The combat feels really, really good. Of course, there are shops in between each level which we can spend our gold. This is an active item. There's a limited number of items as well, both active and passive. But of course, it's early demo version. We can hit this little button for a nice little random assortment of items. Take the damage upgrade, because of course we're going to take the damage upgrade. And onward to the next level. So far, it's really cute. The first level is outside, and then you start going in the interiors and the dungeons. Oh gosh. Right now, it's only... Alright, these goblins are a little tougher. You see, I made a mistake. I was getting shot. Stopped to shoot. Got punished for it. Took some damage. You see, there's a nice little slowdown. If you dodge something, enter the gungeon style, there's a little slowdown. There's some precision to the combat as well. If I shoot over his shield, if I can hit past his shield, I can actually damage him. There we go. There we go. You see, I can shoot above or below the shield to actually damage the enemy. It's not as if just because the shield's facing me, we can't hit him. Enemies, yep, there you go. They telegraph their attacks, and you have to respond accordingly. Also, the enemies also trigger traps, so you can hit them on the traps. Sometimes enemies, the less smart ones, will walk over the traps. Deals a good amount of damage to you. Ooh, these guys do 2 hearts damage. And are kind of tough. Oh, he's gonna get out of here. He charged at me, landed on the spikes, and we killed him. I wish I could say I did that deliberately. Instead, that just worked out really well. Oh, we almost died. Rolled too early, so he lunged at me and got me. Yeah, okay, we got a good roll off there. The game doesn't feel that hard because the combat is very responsive, and everything you do makes sense. Like, if you get hit, you know exactly why you get hit. If you win a fight, you know exactly why you win a fight. It's still surprisingly challenging. We're at half a heart. We've made, what, 2 mistakes so far? Some interesting items. Most of them have just been stat modifiers. There's been a couple items that are more interesting than that. There's been like a poison arrows I had, piercing shots. There've been some more... Stat upgrades are good. They're always important, right? In an RPG style roguelike, stat upgrades certainly have their place, but you need, of course, more variation than just stat upgrades. This game's had a few, I haven't seen a lot, but again, early development, still a lot more room for new items to be added. The enemies, the AI is also really interesting. These shielded enemies, if they're with another enemy that's not shielded, in particular a ranged enemy, then the shielded enemies will form a little phalanx in front of the ranged enemy. The ranged enemy will shoot you, the shielded enemies will actually hold back and defend against your arrows with their shields. That's really, really interesting. Really nice. Oh, we almost died. Really nice to see the enemies actually work together, and sometimes against each other. I'm surprised we didn't see it earlier with those 3 goblins, but when the goblin shoots the other goblin, they'll actually get mad at each other and begin infighting. I'm not sure if we can get it to happen. I'm not sure if we want to try to get it to happen because we have 1 HP. The heck are these things? I have not seen these things yet. I don't know what they are. I'll eat this. Oh, yeah, we can read books. Stray orcs and crew do a great job since they believe they're free and well fed. I'm not gonna read all the books, but there's also books. That's fun. What do these things do? I shoot them. They explode into knives, which then spread. Oh, that's scary. I don't want to be involved in this. Let's leave that. There's an item in every floor, so of course I'm gonna go pursue that item. And of course we also want money, so we can buy more items. Every time you play that slot machine for random passive, it costs more money. Oh jeez, oh these are bad. Oh, I think we actually got our arrow around his shield somehow. We have the stronger knockback, otherwise I wouldn't be quite so eager to shoot them instead of trying to dodge and waiting for them to cool down on their attack. But we do have this hammer, stronger knockback. As far as I can tell, your bow is your only weapon. It also really reminds me of Titan Souls. I see where the Dark Souls comparison's coming from, but I think it's, you're armed with just a bow. The game is very unforgiving, very deliberate. Ah, that would have killed us if we didn't get that food luck. I think the 4 killed us there. Because those arrows do 2 damage, we're at 3 HP. Earlier we were even less than that. It reminds me of Titan Souls, like a Titan Souls roguelike. That's how, yeah, more damage. That's how was my initial impression of this. And I like Titan Souls, that's a really fun game. Really good game. Very, very difficult, of course. Especially, mouse and keyboard. I feel like that game... Was it Titan Souls? I think Titan Souls I would have had an easier time on a gamepad. I've only played this one mouse and keyboard. It works absolutely fine. Right click is dodge, mouse aims, and Q is your active item. That's all the buttons. I mean, that's all the buttons we really need, right? I did not hit the switch, really. I never hit the switch this whole time. Go back and hit that. Just some extra HP. We have 2 damage upgrades. So there's only 1 floor in it so far, but I'm excited to see more. There aren't bosses in each level, which is a little different. Usually these roguelikes to go, every level's a boss. Here we have a storm between each level, but we don't fight a boss till the end. Shooting speed up, so shot speed up, more damage or more HP. I think we're going to take more damage instead of shot speed, because I haven't had a run where I just spammed a ton of damage yet. We can take one of these items. I was waiting for the eyeball that we saw in the first floor. That one's really good. It slows down time, or stops time even, and then you can quickly queue up several shots in a row, and it's super strong. So I'll save it up for that one, but we'll take an active item just to show you what it's like. There, throw out an active item. That is a net, so any enemy that runs over this net will be stopped. Dead in their tracks. Oh, jeez. We kill these guys in 2 shots. Pretty sure it's less than dead. If you get that perfect dodge off, you get a little slowdown and it looks all cute, just to make you feel cool about having a nice dodge. Well, that guy had only 3 shots. I'm pretty sure that's good. I'm not doing a great job counting shots. I feel like these spike explosion dudes are new since I last played. I do not remember them when I was playing this game a lot a few days ago. Walk right past. If I touch them, do I get hurt? No. Okay. I think what they're doing, I think they might be new. I think what they're doing is that they're adding kind of non-hostile animals to the levels. We saw in that first level there was some boars that we ignored. The boars can fight. Another interesting interaction. Oh god. Another interesting interaction. So the boars, they're neutral. You can fight them, and if you kill them, you get meat. You get some drumsticks. You can heal up off them. They charge, and they get tusks. Also block your arrows. You have to be a little bit careful. But interesting interaction is that the goblins will actually use them as mounts. If you're in a room with goblins and boars, goblins will actually mount on the boars and use them as mounts. Oh, it's a fireball. Whew. So while the boars are usually harmless and can be used for resources, they can also they also help your enemies. Base, come on. Had a lot of practice. I think I'm making it look easier than it was. Initially, this is pretty challenging. I got some practice. You throw it out on the net's super good. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna attack me? We can. There we go. Shoot around his shield. I really, really appreciate the precision. It would have been oh man, it would have been so easy not to have that in the game. Just have the shield, and you can't shoot them from the shielded side, and just to be kind of, say, lazy about it, but to not have put in that precision would have been too easy. But your arrow is exactly where you point, and if you're going around a shield, then you hit around the shield. That feels really, really good. Our damage is fantastic. When we have low damage, these guys take several shots to kill. And only taking 3 shots. I'd like to see enemies that have maybe critical zones, so you can use that precision. I like them to take, you know, they had to work, oh jeez, they had to have worked kind of hard to put this precision in the game. So I'd like to see them do a little bit more with it. So right now you can shoot around defenses. I would like maybe certain enemies to have critical zones, maybe small areas they can hit for extra damage. I would really like to see that take advantage of more of these crits and necromancer. I should have let this skeleton see me. I could have backed off and shown you how they defend each other with shields. You would have defended that little necromancer, but since I can't behind him, shot him in the face. Didn't matter. There's our levered end level. So I would like to see some critical zones. Kind of like how the boss fight will go. If we get to the boss, you'll see that he has a vulnerable area and the rest of them's invulnerable, but again, that's more shooting around defenses to deal damage instead of shooting somewhere to deal extra damage. I like to see it go both ways. Shoot around somewhere to avoid doing no damage, and maybe shoot somewhere to try to do full damage instead of just a regular amount of damage. This guy is scary. Please. Okay, whew. Doing a lot of damage. I've not had a run with this high damage yet. Throw that in there. This guy, yeah, trying to charge in on us, and he can't because the net. So good. The net is pretty good. The eyeball's fantastic. So we could have just ran in there with the eyeball with this amount of damage. It's feasible we could have ran in there, activated the eyeball, and just Matrix style shot all of them in the face. The fishing lure. Rabbit's herb. Slower enemy projectiles. Defensive. Alright, slower enemy projectiles. So be it. I see you stepped on spikes. Skeletons aren't very smart. The rolling feels good, rolling around their shields, shooting past their defenses, dodging the attacks. See if you get a perfect dodge like that, you'll slow down even. Oh, let's go here. Let's kill that guy without the shield. Oh, hi, Necromancer. But you see, can't shoot the Necromancer. His shielded friend is guarding him. Looks like one wants to get some of the business. And he's just sitting there holding up a shield, so I can't shoot the Necromancer. That's really, really cool. Really neat. I like having... and if the skeletons take enough damage on their shield, I guess I never had that much damage to figure that out before. Evidently, if you shoot the shield enough, you do enough damage to the shield, you actually bypass their defense. Their little shield arm falls off. I wonder if that works for other... I would assume other monsters have a similar mechanic where if you're doing enough damage, you can just take down their defense. And see, that skeleton attacked their skeleton, so other enemies do end up hitting each other in accident. Or sometimes intentionally. Like I said, the goblins, they will fight each other. They will get mad and fight each other intentionally. I'm not sure if other animals. I'm not sure if other monsters are that unprofessional. But they can hit each other. You can't trick them into hitting each other, which is that's really neat. That's really awesome. Oh, I'm dead. Oh boy. Oh, slower enemy projectiles might just save us. Usually, it doesn't work that reliably that they're hitting each other. It seems like we have getting some lucky runs, so I get to show you some of the enemy interactions. And if you pull your arrow in the wrong spot, I mean, you can roll to reset it, but there's a lot of, like I said, you have to be very deliberate. The combat's very deliberate. That's why the developer made a Dark Souls comparison, and that's why I'm making the Titan Souls comparison. In particular, because you're a bowman, and that's what you are in Titan Souls. You're very specifically a bowman. That's the feeling I get here. You have you're a bowman. You have your bow. You have your arrow. You have items that modify how much damage you do. How your arrows work. But you are a bowman, and you're fighting some challenging enemies, and you have to be very. And you have a dodge roll and a bow. You have to be very deliberate in what you do. I can get one of you guys to shoot each other without getting too much. We have enough HP to burn. If we get hit on accident, it's not a big deal. Excuse my chair. Oh no, they actually just kill each other. Okay, they're doing too much. They're doing damage. Trying to see if I can get them just to injure each other. See if I can make them fight Godzilla style. They have a ton of money as well. Oh, extra knockback saved me. Ouch. Being a little Getting a little cocky there, got punished for it. Extra damage. Alright, let's find our... I don't think we even found our lever yet. Did we find our lever? We might have found our lever and already hit it. And that's why it's not showing up on the map. So I don't think that's how that works. But we must have, because that's the exit. Also, those guys can throw their axes. I'm not sure if it's only... Oh, we're doing so much damage. We killed that guy in one shot. Normally, this run's a lot stronger than a lot of my other runs, so the game might be looking a little easier than I've had. But I've had a lot of... I've had a lot of losses, trust me. This run's just going particularly well so far. There's the eyeball. I'll buy his eyeball because it's awesome. And we can buy... Oh, this looks awesome. Damage way up, health down. Shooting speed way up, damage down. Piercing arrows. Ooh, let's take... I want to take this, like, Death Scythe thing for even more damage. Let's just go, like, hardcore on damage. How much does it cost now? 23. We have enough for another one. One more arrow. What does that mean? I have to buy that one. Does damage way up, shooting speed way up. Which would probably be better just to increase our shot speed now and just take this small damage debuff. But what does one more arrow mean? Wind Leaf Sprout. Oh, we shoot 2 arrows. That seems terrible. How am I going to aim that? Huh, interesting. Can I shoot the shopkeeper? No, I cannot. That seems not that great. It seems hard to aim. I might have just ruined everything. Oh, here's our boss fight. Okay, so we got our boss fight with kind of a weird double arrow setup. We'll see how it goes. How does it work with our Q? I wonder if it does work with our Q. We'll see the Q against the boss. For sure. And the boss is the Polster. We can only shoot him in the eyeball. Ow, and he... Wow! Lasered me to death in an instant. I had full HP. Then I stopped to shoot, and he lasered me to death. This is really cool. I really appreciate this. So you get a little GIF after you get killed, and you can save it, or of course just throw it away. So it's a nice little social media integration. You can show off how you died, show it to your friends, tweet it, whatever. Build by the Beholder. I have beat him, but that's the end of the demo. So we got through pretty much the whole demo. The Beholster. He's the only boss in the game. Once you beat him, end of the demo. Thank you for playing. That is a Mana Spark. I'm really... So not... This is not complete. It's not done yet. Obviously, you see in the bottom left, it's not 0.4. So it has a lot of development to go. But I think they have the base. The gameplay is good. The gameplay is solid. It feels good. It's responsive. It's deliberate. The pacing's right. Precision on the attacks and dodging is just great. You get your typical 1 item per floor, and you can shop and buy more items. I like the kind of roulette gambling style of that button. You hit the button, you get 1 of 3 passives that you can choose. It might be a little strong, but the game is pretty hard. I see we died. We're at max health, and we died in an instant. Game can be pretty tough, which I like, and so far I'm fine with that. It just needs to be, just needs to be fleshed out. We need more levels, we need bosses, and more items. Of course, that's all coming along, but I think at base, Skeleton Mana Spark is really cool. I'm going to be excited to see. I'm going to follow it, see how it comes along, and I think I'll shoot out an email back to the dev to ask them for maybe a little bit more information about Mana Spark and what its future is. Is it coming to Steam? What? Is it coming to Steam? Is it coming to Early Access? They're just going to release it on a different platform. When and where can we get Mana Spark? I'll ask him. If he responds back, I'll put it down in the description. Otherwise, keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for it yourself. If you hear something about Mana Spark, maybe look into it. It's been a fun game. I hope it comes along. Hope it comes along well, and hope it comes along quickly. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, enjoy the video, subscribe for more fun. Twitch, see you next time.